radio. That's putting myself in a position to do well. That's what I'm saying. I do the work.
So you do.
Elephant in the room puts me in that position.
Right.
But what doesn't put me in that position is I got a call from a guy. He'll stay nameless. He goes, man, I got this role I want you to do. But can you not be you, but be you? I go, what are you? I knew what he meant. I want him to say it. So you're saying you think that you can get everything good out of me without getting no bad. The reason you think I'm good is because of the bad part. It's an entirety. So get everything. Can you not be you, but be you? I go, what are you? I knew what he meant. I want him to say it. So you're saying you think that you can get everything good out of me without getting no bad. The reason you think I'm good is because of the bad part. It's an entirety. So that's why it's like, let's find a Patrice. Like, I've seen breakdowns. I've been in there where I see something for radio in Dallas. We want a Patrice O'Neal type.
Yeah, type.
But they just don't want to deal with my head issues. Like, they want to deal with just the fact that I'm funny. People agree with what I would say, but it's too whatever. But I'm saying I'm doing the work.
Your mind has to look at this, study the.
Welcome to the Dirty Folks Daycare. I am your main man, Dirty Folks. I appreciate y'all being here. I ain't know what's more to this clip. I'm going to go back to this clip, but I want to pause real quick. This is probably one of my favorite Patrice O'Neal clips. You want all of the good from me with none of the bad. You want all of the insight without the tile tales. You want all of the take corporate and bring it down to the hood, but then say it's too hood. You want it simple, but then you also want it easy. You want somebody to think like you in the body that they want, but then that'd be you. You wouldn't like them either. The number one role of a government, number one role, is to protect your borders. Number one. Number two is to feed your citizens, right? You don't want them hungry and you want them to feel secure. Protect your borders, feed your people. Trump is a nationalist, bro. You want your commander-in-chief to keep you safe, keep you secure, keep you fed. How they feel, what they say, whether or not they racist or sexist or misogynist, doesn't matter. Are you safe? Are you fed? Do you feel secure? That's the job of a husband in a home. I know y'all black, so y'all will never be a husband, right? Because black women, they count engagements. They don't never really get married. But that's the job of a man in a household, to teach his children, to supervise his wife, to protect his home, to provide for his home, to provide security, so your toddler can be a toddler, so she don't act like an adult and be all masculine and shit. If that's the job of you as a man in your one little domicile, the job of your president is to make sure that everybody's their children, everybody feels secure, everybody feels safe. Nothing else matters. They want Donald Trump in Kamala Harris's body. 70% of what Kamala's been saying about what her new policies are going to be are things that Trump has been saying for 8 years. Securing the border, lowering the taxes, lowering gas prices, all the things that Trump been saying for 8 years. Build a wall. They want Donald Trump, his mind, and Kamala Harris' body. They don't want Patrice O'Neal to be Patrice O'Neal. They want him to be Denzel. They want Denzel to say Patrice O'Neal type shit. The whole thing is there's no win. There's no win. So, because people gonna hate you for whatever you do, right? So, for those who don't know, D. Trump got shot at, right? But before we get into that, because I haven't even watched the thing, I've been on the phone with my square all the way until like 2 minutes ago. But I don't even know where the rest of this clip goes. So I just want to see where the rest of the clip goes. And since I don't know, y'all got to take this journey with me. I recorded it, by the way, and I don't even know what I recorded. So listen to this last 30 seconds with me because I want to know where it goes.
Offer and be like, I don't want any risks. I don't want to be indebted to anybody. I don't want
no, risk.
And that doesn't.
Risk is wrong.
Yeah.
And indebted
doesn't exist.
Indebted is wrong. Indebted is, what I'm saying is, debt is when you get something for free, but you owe. Like, so, hey man, here's a loan. Oh, I got the money. But there's something else. If I feel like, listen, this reward is worth what and I put myself in a position where I am not going to have to go belly up because my risk is, this is my risk. So basically what I'm saying is there's a market for me with the people, but it's not a market for me with the thing. The thing. I want it. I want the risk. The risk is I have an opinion that can be challenged by status quo, and then I can fight. That's my risk. Why should my risk? I'm not afraid of shit.
I feel them on that. You want to be able to talk your talk and defend your point. I hear a lot of people saying my viewpoints, but they don't understand my rationale. I get it, right? He wants to be able to say something and then be able to explain it, right? He wants to be able to say they're sending their murderers, their grape juices, they're criminals, and maybe a few good people. And be able to substantiate it with stats and everything else. I want to be able to call women toddlers and then be able to explain exactly the comparison between a 4-year-old child and a 39-year-old woman and make you understand, like, and then once you understand that, then be like, yo, this is how you get them. Like, take away the mystique, take away the titties, like you're talking to a 4-year-old. You're almost a pedo when you're talking to these people because you got to dumb yourself down in order to be on their level. Even if they got 2 master's degrees, they still 4 years old. Trust me. Yeah. I know the girls with master's degrees who can't write. Y'all, if it wasn't for spell check, man, they Twitter be all fucked up, bro. Like y'all don't even know. I get it. Trump wants to be able to be Trump. The same Trump we loved in the 1980s when he was doing Home Alone. The same Trump we loved in the 1990s when everybody put him in their rap songs. The same Trump we loved in the 2000s when he helped Mike Tyson make his comeback and he was doing fights in Atlantic City when Atlantic City was dying. The same Trump that helped Michael Jordan promote his fights in Atlantic City, for those who remember when Jordan was into boxing for a minute. The same Donald Trump who gave Jesse Jackson $1 million to run for president in 1980. The same Donald Trump that gave what's the nigga I hate? Steve Harvey the money to do his little program so he can take little black kids away from their parents for 2 weeks into a ranch with no adult supervision. And women just give their kids away to anybody. Black women just anybody but the dad, right? Anybody but the dad. Black women that just give their kids to anybody. If you got a glossy brochure, they give you the kid. That's why we're gonna do the boarding school. Like, how you gonna get the kids? Shit, because they don't love their kids. They just want to take pictures of them on graduation day. And he gave Steve Harvey the money to do that. That Donald Trump. Now all of a sudden, people would rather have open borders because a dude grabs him by the coochie. If you're over 35 years old, if you're over 35, you might not have been old enough to go to the club, but if you're older, 35 and older, think about the dances from the late 1990s. We was basically fucking on the dance floor. That's how I ended up fucking on the dance floor, and people thought we was dancing because all the dances was girls on their knees popping and niggas smacking ass from the back. Like grabbing by the pussy was literally how we danced. Now all of a sudden you offended because somebody said it instead of just did it. All right. I've read posts of women saying they would rather pay a little bit more, right? Because always a little bit more. I'd rather pay a little bit more. I'd rather pay $4.80 for gas than have a convicted felon in the office. Every charge that Donald Trump got convicted of, the Department of Justice had the exact same amount of charges on Biden. The exact same. Biden had all those classified files in his garage, in an open garage, and they didn't charge Biden. They said Biden was too senile to go to trial. Biden is 2 years younger than Trump, so you're not messing with Biden because he's an old man, but you messing with Trump. Nobody said, "Well, he a convicted felon. They didn't convict Biden." In street vernacular, if I have, let's say weed, we're gonna use weed. If I have a quarter pound of weed in my pocket, and you have a quarter pound of weed in your pocket, and the police pull us over, different police, different blocks, we a block apart. You get pulled over, I get pulled over, and you go to jail for having a quarter pound of weed in your pocket. And they tell me, I'm going to take your weed. You walk away. Like, did I steal from you? Nah, you ain't steal from me, police officer. All right, yeah, your weed is my weed now. Walk away. We both got caught. You just caught a case. They just took my weed. They probably going to smoke much. And they are going to smoke. Man, shout out to the police, bro. Just thought about that. I'm not going to say his name, but we grew up with a dude who's a detective now. And he shakes down criminals, and if they got small amounts of marijuana, he just take it. He be like, man, I'm going to take it. Walk away. You don't want to go to jail for this. You don't want me to impound your car for this. You don't want to have to pay $500 to the impound, plus the ticket, plus a suspended license for these little quarter ounce of weed, bro. I'm going to take this. Give you a ticket for whatever you did that maybe pull you over and send you about your weed. And then he'll come on the block. And he'll give it to my nigga Wayne, bro. And Wayne smoking police for like a whole summer. He ain't did it no more in a minute, but like in the mid 2010s, like 2015, 2016, the whole summer he's smoking police weed. My nigga just come through like, man, I took this from people, man. Hey, I know you smoke. Because they don't even care about the weed. You just breaking the law. Just like they don't care about Trump taxes. They just care about Trump. They want everything Trump is, and they want it to be Kamala's platform without you realizing it's Kamala's platform. So when Kamala says her platform, you like, oh my God, she's so wonderful. She's so great. And make you forget that Trump been saying this for 8 years. You be like, oh, he copying off Kamala. Or we'll get the same results that we would have got with Trump if we use Kamala, because they want everything that makes him good without any of the bad. And I'm not saying that any man is a perfect anything. I'm not saying we all fall short of the glory. I'm not saying that. But they want everything that makes you in a package that they can digest, that's palatable to their taste. I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna officially open up the show. I've been watching a lot of anime lately, bro. A lot of manga reviews for some reason. It's been on my timeline. I've been watching it. You know what I'm saying? On some detox background music thing. And I watched this manga yesterday, some review of some dude that wanted to be a sorcerer, but he was really the son of the evil dude, and he went to some school. Somehow they all end up in mage school. It's unbelievable, bro. Every manga, they all end up in some fucking high school they don't want to be at, learning how to use magic. Anyway, so the evil dude's son goes in and they looking for him, so he put on a dress, right? It wasn't no transgender thing. He just put on the dress. It was a disguise, right? It was like it was pure. It was a pure way not to get caught. He put on a dress. There's a super feminist girl in the school who thinks he thinks he's a girl, rubbing on his socks, because you know he ain't got no titties, but he got socks and a bra. You know, like girls did. Well, not now, because all the estrogen in the milk. These girls really do got titties at 11. But back in the day, girls used to stuff socks in their training bras and make them look like they got little bumps. So she rubbing on his, you know, his sock bra, you know, kissing him, tonguing him, thinking it's a girl. Like she having a whole lesbian experience, but it's a boy. Then she found out it was a boy, and then of course they started kung fu fighting, because you know it's a manga. That's what the fuck they do, right? But and she was mad, like, I kissed a boy. I only like girls. Boys are evil. Icky poo. Anyway, that's what they doing with Kamala. They're taking the boy stuff, putting it in a girl, and man, I know you like girls. If I take everything good that you like from him and give it to her, I know you like girls. Yeah, Latina. Shout out to Latina. Yeah, she has 5 abortion receipts. She doesn't have any children, biological or otherwise. When she got married, she was 51 years old. The kids who she claiming as her stepkids was already grown. She's had no experience in sacrifice. It's not even just parenting, because parenting is sacrifice. If you playing stepdaddy, you sacrificing. If you a woman who like works at a daycare, you ain't got no kids, but you there every day with 3 to 5 year olds in pre-K, giving their juicy juice, cleaning their mouth. That's nurturing. That sacrifice. Not doing what I want to do because I have to do what I have to do. Sacrifice. She has no experience in sacrifice. She didn't sacrifice for a job. She sucked a dick. She didn't sacrifice for her career. She just went to the chop shop. She didn't sacrifice in her love life. She fucked every dude on TV, every rapper, every nigga with a bag of weed, and got married to a questionable sexuality guy. No sacrifice. How can you be a leader without sacrifice? And nah, Kamala ain't no transform. She bipolar. If you mean mentally transforming, yeah, she a transformer. She a real woman, but that's even worse. She a real woman, because goddamn. Anyway. And this is my problem. This is bigger than Kamala, by the way. To be a leader of men. Because men are the backbone of this nation. If we were an army, men would be infantry, women would be support. They would make the sandwiches, bring the mail, be the chaplain. They wouldn't be on the front line. Men are the tacticians, and men are the infantry. So when you have to lead men, in order for those men to protect what's dear to them, which is normally toddlers of all ages, right? Women and children. You should have experience in sacrifice. This nation hasn't been the same since we started making lawyers into leaders. Let me repeat that. I want you to understand. A lawyer's job is to win a debate. That's it. You could be a state's attorney on Monday, put your 2-week resignation in, and in 2 weeks you'll be a defense attorney in front of the same judge, still eating lunch with him. You used to try to prosecute the criminal. Now you're trying to keep the criminals from prosecution. You're the same lawyer. Your job is to win an argument. Your job is not to lead the people. Your job is not to sacrifice. Because whether you're the prosecutor and they go to jail, or you're the defense attorney and they go to jail, either way, your money, well, your money better as a defense attorney, but you still get paid and you still sleep at night. There's no sacrifice. Our presidents used to be generals, men who literally bled for this nation, who knew the sacrifice that it took in order to go to a mother and tell her, man, we need your son to kill or die for us. Do I have your support? It's from the place. It's being able to say it and be able to substantiate it because you believe it, because it's part of who you are. You're not trying to win an argument. You're not trying to pacify donors. You're like, yo, this is what it is. Live or die. Kill or pass. I am a soldier. I am a leader of men. And I'm a delegator of duty, a delegator of responsibility, right? You got your cabinet. That is what a leader is. I don't even mind when the second wave of presidents came in and they were all captains of industry, or they all hired captains of industry. You will have influences from, well, this is a horrible example, but you will have influences from J.P. Morgan. Horrible example though. He put us in the Federal Reserve, but you would get captains of industry. Like, I know you don't know what's going on. I'm here for it. Or you will have a business leader, not only a Donald Trump, but there was a lot before him. The Roosevelts, the Eisenhower. Well, I think Ike was a war hero, if I'm not mistaken. So either way, sacrifice. If we don't make payroll as a business owner, and I'm telling you all this, as a business owner, your first responsibility is to make payroll. Your responsibility, not inventory, not your first one. Your first responsibility, not inventory. Whether you have it or don't, you got to make payroll. Your first responsibility is not marketing. No matter how cool, how funny, I try to make the dirty folks commercials, my little skits. The skits doesn't sell a product. So I need the inventory. But I still got to pay the work. Well, I did, and then quit because he found a fat bitch. But I digress. So, but I said I got to pay the new workers because we pulling in some 13-year-olds to do the job that a 37-year-old didn't want to do because he found love. So, still got to pay the workers. Whether or not I make a dime, I got to make payroll, or I don't have any employees. The number one job is to make payroll because as an adult, you can provide for yourself. As a man, you can provide for your family. As the man, your job is to provide to other men so those men can provide for their family. To be a captain of industry is to say, man, I have anywhere between 12 to 500, because that's what a business is, right? 12 to 500 employees, right? According to the feds, right? 12 to 500 employees, but 12 and up. I have to make sure these 12 to 500 people can pay their mortgage, pay their car note, buy food, have that $10 in their pocket that every kid needs that you don't know until that day it's a field trip. I don't know why. They got the fucking permission slip last week. Don't tell you about the field trip until 8 a.m. on their way out the door like, oh, yeah, Daddy, I'm supposed to go to the Museum of Science and Industry and I need $10 and sign this permission slip. You knew about it for a week. But you got to have that $10 on the spot. It's his job as the captain of industry to make sure that you got that $10 that's sporadic, don't know where it came from, $10 to give your kid when they're running out the door for their field trip. Your job as the man is to make sure that other men can take care of their family. Kamala has never had to take care of anyone. Not her staff, not a child, not a husband. She got married at 51. Dude was like 60. Like, she ain't taking care of him. She ain't grow with him. She ain't go through the growing pains. Got them at the infidelity. The got them, man, the pinch when business wasn't right and you just needed to eat ramen noodles and bologna for 6 months and so you can get right back on your feet. She ain't go through that shit with him. She's never had to sacrifice. She's never had to be responsible for other people to get paid because, even as she says in her own speeches, she has been a leech on taxpayer. I'm sorry, not a leech on. I'm sorry, that was me. She has been in social service her entire career. So, like most women, like 70% of women, her check comes from taxpayers. Who pays the state's attorney? Taxpayers. Who pays the state rep? Taxpayers. Who pays the president? Taxpayers. She has never had to go out here and get it. She's never had to try to get a client. She ain't even had to get her own donors. When she had to get her own donors, she dropped out the race 4 years ago. She had a 2% voter approval rating with a plus minus 2% margin of error. So if you got a 2% margin of error and you only got 2%, that means you got zero. You didn't even know how to get your own money. Right now she's spending Biden money. They put her in so they can keep Biden money. Because if somebody else got in, they would have to get their own donors. She got gifted Biden's donors. She don't even know. She's never had to go out here and shake a hand and kiss a baby. And y'all want her to be a leader? That's just crazy. Anyway, because of the fervor of that, somebody tried to shoot Donald Trump again today. We're going to go through it. I got the clips. I ain't watched any of them because I've been watching TV all. I've been on the phone with my Masonic brother all the way until he got home and started cutting grass because, you know, that's what you do when you're in your 40s. You know what I'm saying? That's your fun now. You cut grass and you clean cabinets for your wife, apparently. Anyway, like as y'all come in, man. Like as y'all come in, dog. Help with the algorithm. Send your heart. Donate to the daycare, man.
Dirty Folks needs your support. Please donate to the Daycare Fund.
Do you have some change?
It's been a long time since I started the show the way it's supposed to start. Let's kick it off right.
The Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Stay away from cities with dyke mayors. They spray the pipes major. Don't play with your life, player. Or shake the dice, player. But if you got a quota, then stay away from toddlers. These bitches are fight promoters. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Train your toddler. Please train your toddler. Whippings, timeouts, take her allowance. Cause on what she will destroy your life if you allow it. Fucking, I'm tired of rapping. Yo, low, bring in the choir. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Niggas need to stop giving these bitches all these.
Never mind. So, apparently, this is the black people or white people. We got the Pappin Bear. Pappin Bear is in the house, man. I love the Pappin Bear. Give a light for the Pappin Bear. The Protect and Preserve Militia Bear. The white people, the black people or white people. How come all of the people who try to shoot Trump look like they just came fresh off meth, bro? But shout out to him for being another attempted shooter. We're gonna come back to this, man. They've been on the BBC going live, and we're gonna tune into that in a minute. But before we do, and I'm opening up the panel too, we're gonna go through it together. But before we do, man, they got a quick short from the Associated Press. Now, Associated Press has really been depressing me lately. For a couple of reasons. Number one, because I let I let my membership expire, and they won't grandfather me back in. So I'm very sad about that. Very sad. Very sad. But another reason is because the AP press used to be a used to be
Man accused me.
Switzerland. That's what I'll call it. They used to be Switzerland. Used to be able to go to the Associated Press and get unbiased news. And in the last 4 or 5 years, they have really become a left wing. Yo, why they got his titties out, yo? Why they got his titties out? That's crazy.
Hell no, to the no.
I tell you, I ain't watched this, bro. Why they got his titties out? Anyway, they've really become a left wing type of thing, bro. And I ain't really rock with them. But the Associated Press, whatever comes on AP Press is what goes to every news periodical, right? AP Press is unfortunately, it's become an arm of Rupert Murdoch. Is Rupert Murdoch even still alive? I don't even know if Rupert Murdoch's still alive. But they part of his conglomerate now. Man, shout out to True Hype for the $5 super chat. He said, man, I heard the daycare needed a donation. Not to get ahead, but Wiles and 3-letter orgs, yeah. Radar before it was recruiting in Ukraine. These little ass letters make me sound like I'm illiterate, man. I don't like that shit. Shout out for the $5 super chat, man. He was in the $3. Yeah. He was an alphabet boy. What happened to that boy? All right, but let's see what the nonpartisan, partisan AP Press got to say about this.
The apparent assassination attempt targeting former President Donald Trump has appeared in court. Ryan Wesley Ralph faces 2 federal charges. One of the charges accuses him of possessing a firearm as a convicted felon, which is against the law.
Okay, pause. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The AP Press used to have men that women wanted to be with and men wanted to be. And it used to have gorgeous women, right? College makes you gay. That's all I'm gonna say about that. College makes you gay. Cause I know he has some like liberal arts degree or journalism degree or something like that. Don't go to college. Don't let your kids go to college. Send them to trade school. College makes you gay. Sassy ass nigga. But I digress. And then titties. So first we get man boobs, then we get the sassy dude. Man, no, y'all lucky I didn't watch this before. I'm sorry. I didn't watch any of this beforehand, bro. I was off guard. My bad.
Ryan Wesley Ralph faces 2 federal charges. One of the charges accuses him of possessing a firearm as a convicted felon, which is against the law. The other charge accuses him of possessing a firearm with an obliterated serial number. We're also learning new details about the investigation and some of what the authorities say Ralph was up to in the hours before this episode. One of the things that really jumps out is that according to an FBI affidavit, he had been camped out along the hedges of the golf club where he apparently had tried to target Donald Trump or wanted to target Donald Trump for 12 hours up until the moment that a Secret Service agent confronted him along the tree line, opened fire, and prompted Ralph to get into his SUV and drive away. So authorities found a bunch of things that I think speak to the level of planning. They found an SKS.
I'm gonna go back. Hold on. Is Trump still fucking with them girls? Do Trump still fuck with them girls, bro? This is why I'm asking. You're a federal agent, possibly even Secret Service. Either way, your job is to protect a former president. You find a man in the hedges. So that means that you're close, because you can't just spot a man in the hedges from 50 yards away. You just cannot, right? You can't. So you're anywhere between 3 to 10 feet away. You're a basketball shot, a free throw away at the furthest from this dude in the bushes that's been hiding for 12 hours. 12 hours of hiding in the bushes. Legs sleep, got a little scab on his elbow. Apparently he tore his t-shirt, his titties out. And from between 3 to 10 feet, you see the man, shoot at the man. You're a professional fucking security person. You are a federal officer. And from 3 to 10 feet away, you shoot worse than Shaquille O'Neal at the free throw line, nigga. How in the fuck is that possible?
Hell no. To the no, no, no.
You not even a gangbanger from Chicago. You supposed to be able to hit a person 3 feet away. I expect dudes shooting at me in Chicago to miss me and hit a 6-year-old little girl on a bicycle because they can't shoot. You go to the gun range. It's part of your job. How do you miss from a free throw line away? How is this pop? DEI hiring.
Hey y'all, Masters are coming. He's a coming, y'all. Masters are coming. Here we come. Look, guys.
DEI. You know what? Sidebar. This has absolutely nothing to do with anything. And I wanna apologize in advance to the homegirl Roz, cause you are the homegirl Roz. I know you don't watch my show cause I don't really share it on my Facebook, but this is the third time, son. The third time. Let me show you guys something. This is the third time, yo. The third time. So let me explain to you what's wrong with this picture. And once again, it's the homegirl. Let me tell you guys what's wrong with this picture. So I know her. She has lupus. And something else. Not leukemia. Some type of bone marrow disease that her bones are brittle and she got lupus. So she don't have no coochie, right? Because, you know, when you got lupus, they got to give girls a hysterectomy. So you don't have no coochie and you got brittle bones, right? So you can't take a bone and you ain't got a bone. Sickly. Be at the hospital all the time. Street smart, but I don't know how book smart she is. Street smart, though. How do you pass the written and the physical exam to become a police officer? How does that happen? And she's not the only girl I know. Shout out to the homegirl Mika. Mika got lupus. I've been in a hospital with Mika holding her hand when she was had to get infusions, bro. She's police now. I got another homegirl. She just bad as shit. Like, she bad as a motherfucker, bro. I ain't gonna front. Homegirl Shan ain't gonna fight nobody. Shan not gonna get dirty. Why do you have these weak people who can't win a fight, can't take a punch, can't shoot a gun as your protectors? And I like her. As a person, I like her. I'm offended she police, but I like her as a person. Don't get it twisted. But this is what girls do when they get a job. And this is the whole girl. I ain't really mad at her, but this is what girls do when they get a job, right? Hot girl summer, right? So Wait, yeah, how long does it take to get to the next picture? The scepter ring, the green contacts, the pink wig, red hair don't care, in the police uniform, taking selfies. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. This just her with bad skin. All the other pictures Photoshop make her look like her skin clear. Her skin not clear. That's why you can't order online, bro. When you order a black girl online, it's like ordering from Temu, my nigga. It never look like the picture, my nigga. It never look like the picture. But she got one more picture here with the police uniform. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, that's the picture I'm looking for. I'm mad at them contacts though, cause she really trying to look like Wendy's, bro. She trying to look like a black Wendy's. Like I should get a Frosty from her. I'm gonna call her and ask her for a Frosty too. Fuck it. Full metal jacket, baby. Body gear, body cam. This is real police shit. She got the gun, the handcuffs. This isn't security guard. This is full police officer with a person with a bone marrow disease and lupus. And once again, man, there ain't no disrespect to her as a person. That's the homegirl. Ain't no beef, no hate, no shade. But these are the type of people you got guarding your presidential candidate, your ex-president. So he has Secret Service and he has federal agents wherever he goes, right? How do you miss from 3 to 10 feet away and you're a professional fucking shoot? That's your job. Your job is to fight and shoot. So you can't. But hey, look, part of being a tribal warlord is to be surrounded by 11-year-old shooters, man. I promise you, bro. I trust some 12-year-olds that I train myself more than I trust what the Department of Justice is giving people right now. I'm just being brass tacks. I trust 11-year-old me. I got my first black eye from the scope of a .22 rifle going ski shooting with my grandfather. Because, my grandfather was a shooter, right? Both of them. My maternal and paternal grandfathers are shooters. My dad is he a boomer, so, shit skips a generation, That's how it works. But I would rather 11-year-old me guard the president than what the Department of Justice is giving us right now. Hey, Latina State, man, she want to question him, maybe, but how do you miss from 3 feet? Like, you don't have to delete them. You shoot them in the leg. You're a professional shooter. From that close, you should be able to arm shot, leg shot, something. Disarm them. You don't have to kill them. But how do you miss totally? I'm going to go back, man, because I was fucked up with that. But,
Ralph to get into his SUV and drive away. So authorities found a bunch of things that I think speak to the level of planning. They found an SKS-style assault rifle. They found a GoPro, and they found a bag of food, which again indicates that he had been there for a while. So we're still learning a lot of details, and I think there's still a lot to come. The criminal complaint that was filed against Ralph was fairly bare bones, and it really just deals with the 2 alleged firearm violations. It doesn't charge him, for instance, with attempting to assassinate a former president. So we don't really know anything as we speak about the motive. But we do know that he's somebody who left a voluminous digital trail online. He had a lot of political viewpoints, said a lot of things online, was really animated and had intense anger about world issues, including Ukraine and China. And so we'll sort of have to see to what extent some of that factored into it. Man accused in the apparent assassination of...
all right, so look. This is what I'm going to do. We're going to watch the BBC together. Give me a second. I want to set up the the stream yard. We're gonna take a quick break and come back, man. I'm gonna open up the panel and we're gonna the go through the live footage of what's going on together. 3 feet.
And this is Matthew, according to our man, Miami Man, Matthew 6:24-33. No woman can serve two masters. For either she will hate the one and love the other, or she will devote to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon, which is money, possessions, fame, status, or whatever is valued more than the Lord. But if she has a boss that she prioritizes over you as a man and she calls you insecure for it, thus you will find that she cannot serve two masters. She will also, this is the problem with the career-oriented woman, that they never see coming. They will say, well, honey, we had plans this weekend, but my boss wants me to go to this seminar, me to go on vacation, take the family here. My boss wants me to do this. My boss wants me to come into work. Now, the problem is she calls her boss, her employer boss, the boss, meaning that person presides over the husband. And that's not going to work long term. It can work for a short period of time, but she cannot serve two masters. And many times she'll use the boss as an excuse. Well, I can't say no to my boss, but you can say no to your husband. Well, you ain't my boss. Well, who am I? You're my partner. See, this is it. Once you unpack it, you want to unpack it before you get into the relationship, because unpacking it in the relationship is not going to work. Okay? It's not going to work, guys. You're going to end up with the short end of the stick.
I dropped the link, man. Let me pull this up real quick while we wait for that. Let's go back to the live watch real quick.
That people should take matters into their own hands, basically, come over to Ukraine and fight, meaning that people should get off their couch, take up a rifle, and go fight individually. I find it deeply ironic that at the end of the video, if the alleged gunman is indeed Ryan Ralph, is the man in this video, and he was indeed trying to murder former President Donald Trump, the fact that he said that the world shouldn't be ruled by violence and terrorism, that he attributed to Vladimir Putin, would be deeply ironic considering the actions that he undertook just a few hours ago. So generally a very weird day it's been for me, and trying to reconcile the fact that, as I said, this kooky but seemingly well-meaning and rather nice individual, and the possibility that he may have attempted to kill the former president of the United States.
You know what, real quick, how is he well-mannered and well-intended when he tried to kill a police officer? Do you see the spin that they put on this type of thing? What up? What up? Motherfucker, you call me, what up? I'm gonna hang up on your ass. You say what? Alright, slide through. Alright, come to the door. Anyway, so yeah, nigga brought the tequila, man. I had to take the tequila call. My bad. Hold on, let me let this nigga in. I'll be right back. My bad. All right. Hey, my chair work. That's crazy. My chair only work when it want to work. Now I'm up higher. All right, let's go back to it, man. I think it's crazy how he's a well-intended kook. I'm gonna bring that back. He's a well-intended kook when he try to shoot somebody, but if you try to defend your house from a Venezuelan or a Haitian, you going to jail because you are a criminal. That's criminal assault. Well, I mean, he's going to jail too, but they don't say you well intended. They don't say, well, you know what? Venezuelans tried to take over their crib. Maybe you should have shot. They don't say that. That's crazy. I'm bringing that back a little bit.
And you know, rather nice individual, and the possibility that he may have attempted to kill the former president of the United States. It's certainly an interesting day, yeah.
Graham, you
Well intended is crazy. That's crazy. Wrong one. I ain't never dropped the link. I thought I'd been dropped the link. Ain't never dropped. My bad. Ain't nobody said none of nothing. Hold on, man. I'm gonna pull up in this screen, man, so we can discuss it together. Cause I think this is crazy. My bad, y'all gonna have to see this. I'm trying to OBS and do some others. It's crazy.
You describe him as kooky on Donald Trump. I just wonder, did he explain to you any kind of links he potentially has with Ukraine? One of my colleagues, Olga Malchevska, our Ukraine specialist, is saying that Ukrainian media are saying the suspect was pretending to work for the Ukrainian government, but there's no proof of that. What did he tell you about what he was actively doing there?
So he kind of said extremely vague. As I said, it was mostly kind of he wanted to have his moments under the spotlight. So it was more of an emotional appeal to the world for the world to come and come help Ukraine. So he did introduce himself as a recruiter for the International Legion of Ukraine, which is under the command of the government of Ukraine, but that has transpired to be false. Many accounts, also accounts on social media, and generally anybody that's been seriously associated with volunteering.
Hold on, real quick, because you guys can't see this full picture, man. Y'all got to see the full thing, because this is wild. You have Americans. You have an American citizen supporting Ukraine and the demilitarization of all of the all of the Western nations, government blocks in general. So this is the problem I got with when I had these arguments with the Haitians, right? These are the same arguments like, where's your loyalty lie? Like, I don't have a problem with you, being what you are. I don't care what you are, but don't pretend to be my friend when you really my op. Don't pretend to be like, oh, we all in this together, when your whole mind and soul is somewhere else. Only your body is here. And you saying that you one of us. In this case, American. Man, yeah. You go through all that. So you got all that's going on, and they saying they're your friend. They saying they true Americans, and as a patriot of America, I'm gonna try to kill America for Ukraine. And you want to tell me that we don't have terrorist cells within us? You trying to tell me that every time you turn around, and everybody tries to tell you about something that has nothing to do with you, but they be like, "Oh, we in this together. Why can't we just love the world? Why can't we be socialists? Why can't everybody come in? We don't need borders. We don't need background checks. You know what I mean? We got to help the world. We got to save the world." This is what you get. This is what you get when you take the Pledge of Allegiance out of school, when you take prayer out of school, and replace it with fairy story out, right? When you tell everybody that everything that's authority and structure is bad, it's just some old man stuff. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that. Kali Ma, we should all do what we want to do. Love who you want to love. You know what I'm saying? You get all that, and you never know who your traitors are because everybody ain't your peoples. Everybody ain't your peoples, man. Your neighbors ain't your peoples, man. Your family ain't your peoples half the time. That's why a lot of y'all went to college and never went back home. Went to the Navy, never came back home. Because your family wasn't even your peoples. I just find this interesting, man. That he had all this going on. All this vitriol for America going on while he in America. But then again, it is Florida, though. It is Florida. Like, I don't know. Florida's weird. But, yeah.
But that has transpired to be false. Many accounts, also accounts on social media, and generally anybody that's been seriously associated with volunteering, either fighting for Ukraine or supplying Ukraine with the resources that it needs in its fight against Russia. No one knew him, and the people that did know him knew him as a grifter, and I quote, as a scammer, as someone that said that he could smuggle thousands of Afghan fighters into Ukraine. Later on went on to claim that he could smuggle, I think, Syrian fighters to Haiti as the system and society in Haiti was crumbling down. So he just seemed to be kind of a person with a screw loose, and unfortunately some kind of messianic.
Yo, that T-shirt is wild. It say military recruiting, and then I was gonna say Croatian, but whatever the language is in Soviet bloc, I probably say military recruiting again. And he got it another in Ukraine military recruiting. Yo, he just chilling in America with a whole driver's license. He ain't got a green card or nothing. That's crazy.
Need to be at the heart of world events, and if he is indeed the alleged gunman, and if he did try to kill President Trump, well, I think that's what his call to action was all about, you know.
This apparent assassination attempt comes less than 2 months before the US presidential election. White House and Washington reporter for Politico Daniel Lippman told us what impact he believes this incident.
Look, no disrespect to this young lady. I don't know her. I'm not familiar with her resume. But she does not give me the face of purebred apple pie American. She kind of gives me Pakistani. Is this a Kamala hire? Is this a affirmative action Kamala hire? She's giving me Dalai Lama. She's not really giving me, Statue of Liberty. Maybe it's just me. But she's doing her job though. No disrespect to her. I'm just saying that the images on Associated Press is crazy to me. First we had the gay dude, now we got another gay dude, and now we got the Indian chick. If I pause like this though, look at the little mole right there. She kind of look like the Wicked Witch that ate Hansel and Gretel though, low key though, nigga. She kind of look like the Hansel and Gretel witch. I ain't gonna front. I bet she was cute 30 years ago though. Anyway,
will have on Trump's campaign.
Remember 2 months ago, after Trump survived that first attempt, you had that famous photo of him with that.
Real quick, shout out to somebody actually looking American. It's not because he white. He just look American. He just looked like he was born here. Shout out to him for looking like he was born here.
Raised fist and him yelling, "Fight, fight, fight." And that was a strong image. It showed that he was resilient. But you don't have an image like this this time. Thankfully, no bullet was taken out from the gunman, and he didn't have to go to the hospital. He was just rushed back to his resort. And so anyone who was sympathetic towards him last time and maybe went to his side probably is already on his side. So I don't think that he's going to get a huge bump from this, but it's a reminder of how heated the campaign is, and how we have a mental health crisis in this country that leads to people who have a screw loose and are out for blood.
Political leaders are all saying they condemn political violence. We've had another statement from Kamala Harris in the past few hours. Now happening here that this just could be the new political reality.
It's become clear over the past few days, especially statements by the vice presidential pick of Trump, J.D. Vance, that the Trump campaign is putting forth a plan that sounds exactly as if it were written out of the Kremlin, and that includes allowing Russia to hold on to the territories it's already seized. It's calling for a demilitarized zone that would be enforced by peacekeepers, which Russia would love because it'd probably be able to manipulate it. And thirdly, and very significantly, it calls for Ukraine not going into NATO and other allied institutions. So I think what Prime Minister Starmer and allies are trying to do here in Europe, and then hopefully the US will follow, is to future-proof support for Ukraine ahead of a possible Trump presidency. Hopefully, I mean, the clock is ticking fast, obviously, but hopefully that'll happen soon before the election happens.
Hold on, I want to say this real quick, because they try to make everything that they said Trump want to do sound like a bad thing, and I ain't gonna hold y'all because I'm about to sip tequila, and I don't think nobody pulled up on me. Anybody pulled up? No, ain't nobody pulled up. So. Not fighting Russia, good thing. Ukraine not getting into NATO, good thing. Let me explain to you why it's a good thing. I'm from Chicago, right? The second most segregated city in America, right behind Boston, right? And we might have Boston now. I ain't been to Boston in 20 years, so we might even be worse than Boston now. When you segregate a city, you have a buffer. So it'll be the whites, the Mexicans, and the blacks, no matter where you go. And that buffer doesn't have to be big. That buffer could be a traffic light. The 2 blocks between a traffic light, or 4 blocks, whatever it is, between a traffic light could be the buffer. It could be white people on 18th Street, black people on 12th Street, and between 12th and 18th, all Mexicans. It could be just that simple, like that close, right? Or even blacks on 14th Street and 14th to 18th be Mexicans, right? But it's a thin buffer. NATO has taken over Europe. Every nation in Europe is in NATO. Every nation that uses the euro is in NATO, even Greece, and Greece can't count. Greece count like black women. They got in the game and got broke quick. Everybody's in NATO. So now they're pushing out. Then they put Poland in NATO. They start pushing more. The only buffer between the capital of Russia, Moscow, and NATO nations is Ukraine. If Ukraine becomes NATO, then it's bone on bone. There's no separation. There's no Mexicans between the whites and the blacks. It's bone on bone. It's anytime they feel like fucking with Russia, they can line up all in Ukraine, and then just 45 minutes, boom, checkmate, right? The whole point of this, of Russia trying to annex Ukraine, well, not annex Ukraine, trying to conquer Ukraine, is because they want the buffer. They need the buffer. America doesn't need a buffer. Because we cool with China, we cool with Canada, and we cool with Mexico, right? And then we got water on each side. Like, we don't really have neighbors like they have neighbors. Every American state would be a European country. So, bone on bone would be Illinois and Indiana, New York and New Jersey, right? New Mexico and Arizona. That's bone on bone, no buffer. That's how close they are. When you're in Europe. If I'm in Illinois and I want to go to war with Pennsylvania, I gotta go through Indiana and Ohio to get to Pennsylvania. But Indiana cool with me, because shout out to Gary, right? Michael Jackson, right? So Indiana be like, yo, Illinois, you know, y'all got sundown towns too. Y'all, you know, a lot of y'all black dudes come in here and knock up our white girls. We got a lot of beige babies in Indiana. Look, we cool with you. We'll line up with you. We'll link. All right, bet. Then I said, yo, I think I want Ohio to be my friend. And then Pennsylvania says, nah, that's a little bit too close. Like, let Ohio be Ohio. Like, we don't even want Ohio. Let Ohio be Ohio. And I'm like, nigga, I'm dirty folks. GD, nigga, look, Ohio gonna be my friend. And then they make a proxy war. No different than the proxy war in Iran, the whole Iran-Contra affair thing. No different than the proxy war we had in Afghanistan against the Soviet Union. No different than the proxy war that we had in South Korea because China had North Korea. We didn't want to go to war with China, so we had a proxy war in South Korea. We're going to have a proxy war in Ohio. I can drive to, I have driven to, I've gone to Cleveland. I don't know why I went to Cleveland. I swear to God, when I drove to Cleveland, I thought I drove back to 1860, my nigga. I thought I drove back into slavery. But I can drive to Ohio on a half a tank of gas, playing one CD. I might have to play it twice, but one CD. I ain't even got to take it out. It's not that far. Not that far. Hour and a half, 2 hours away. And that's how far Poland is from the Soviet Union, right? With Ukraine in the middle as a cushion, right? Hour and a half, 2 hours away. Ain't that far. I could drive to Ohio right now. No, we got to get a fill up. Gas probably cheaper in Ohio. I'll fill up there, come back to Chicago. And they say, nah, dirty. We see what you're doing, bro. Leave Ohio alone. And then I convinced the world, y'all, you should give Illinois Ohio. And then the world be like, Illinois should get Ohio. Why not? Even though Ohio 2 states away, and I ain't got no dealings with Ohio. I don't buy no Ohio nothing. I don't even know what Ohio is known for. Ohio is known for Youngstown, where the Baseball Hall of Fame is, and for great something, where they used to make G.I. Joes. So, but this ain't 1986. I don't play with G.I. Joes and Transformers anymore. Like, there's nothing in Ohio for a person who, you know, likes life, you know, don't want to fall asleep at 2 in the afternoon. Like, there's nothing in Ohio. I've been in Ohio. I'm laughing at Latina. She said we got a proxy war in California. Oh, let me see if I can pull it on the screen. I'm gonna give you credit. I'm gonna give you your credit. Hold on. Yo, like the channel, but like the channels y'all come in, man. We're seeing how I donate to the Daycare. She said we got a proxy war in California because people like Kamala made it illegal to find out if someone is illegal when they get stopped and arrested by the police. The irony of making something to make illegal legal by making the checkpoint of it being legal illegal is, bro. I ain't gonna front to you. That's just amazing, bro. That I ain't gonna lie. That's amazing. I ain't gonna lie.
That is amazing.
So, if I want to have a proxy war, so then the Trump come through, right? In my analogy, right? Trump come through. Why is there a bottle? Oh shit, nigga, you got the tequila bottle all on my camera. I mean, it ain't like people don't know I'm known for tequila and tacos, or it ain't no surprise. Like, oh my god, dirty drinking. I don't know tequila. Anyway, so then Donald Trump come through, and he said, "Look, dirty. Look, this is what we're gonna do. No, not dirty. I don't know who in Ohio. I mean, I don't know who in Pennsylvania. I got to make a Pennsylvania enemy. Beanie Siegel, because I don't know anybody in Pennsylvania. I do know a girl that live in Pittsburgh, but I can't remember her name. But shout out to her though, man, for having unprotected sex with me, bro, without knowing who the fuck I am. Shout out to her. Shout out to the Bud Billiken Parade. Shout out to the. I was at the Bud Billiken Parade. IMX was there, and Tank. Tank came out. You know, Tank swole. He got 2 dancers swoller than him. They all got nut hugger Lee jeans on and shit. And then the stage broke while they was dancing. Shit, it was crazy, bro. And she happened to be standing in front of me, and we talked, and she was like, man, I'm not from Chicago. I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm visiting my family. And I'm like, yo, I'm from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Fuck my family. And she was like, would you like to, have sex? And I was like, yeah, I'll pick you up at 8, right? It was cool, man. Shout out to Pittsburgh. Anyway, but I don't remember her name, though. But she was cool people, though. I hope she ain't pregnant. Anyway, so, well, she is pregnant, and that baby be like 17 now. Anyway, so, Beanie Siegel. So Trump called Beanie Siegel, and Trump say, look, Beanie, my man, I hollered at Dirty. He ain't gonna come to Ohio. So you quit attacking Ohio. You quit trying to take Ohio because you think Dirty won Ohio. So would you go back to Philly if I send Dirty back to Chicago? Would you go back to Philly and let Ohio be Ohio? And Beanie like, yeah. Fuck that nigga Dirty, but yeah, I ain't. If you don't fuck with Ohio, I ain't gonna fuck with Ohio. All right. That is called a negotiation. They're trying to make it sound like it's un-American, like he's anti-America for me not taking Ohio and putting Ohio in tribe, right? Tribe would be my NATO, right? My NATO would be tribe. Like we got the tribal alliance. Ohio, you can't be part of the tribe because I don't feel like listening to these Philly niggas. Even though I can gun you down, but I don't want to gun you down. Well, I do want to gun you down. Philly, like Beanie, I do want to gun you, but I don't want to gun down Ohio to get to you. Like I don't want us to war over Ohio. All right, cool. I'm gonna let. Ain't shit in Cleveland, no way. It's only 4 blocks long. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing in Cincinnati except the one day a year they got a blues fest. Ain't shit down there. Like, but you can have look, hands up Ohio, right? That's a negotiation. They trying to make it sound like it's unpatriotic. How? They're also trying to make it sound like no. What else they say? I want to get the full context. Cause they said something else that I thought was bananas. Hold on, let me check it out together. Hold on.
Allied institutions. So I think what Prime Minister Starmer and allies are trying to do here in Europe, and then hopefully the US will putting forth a plan that sounds exactly as if it were written out of the Kremlin, and that includes allowing Russia to hold on to the territories it's already seized. It's calling for a demilitarized zone that would be enforced by peacekeepers, which Russia would love because it'd probably be able to manipulate it. And thirdly, and very significantly, it calls for Ukraine not going into NATO and other allied institutions. So I think what Prime Minister Starmer and allies are trying to do.
How does it sound like a win for things to be exactly how they were a year ago? I mean, how does it sound like treason? It'd be exactly what it was a year ago. Exactly what it was. Right before France asked Ukraine to join NATO. Because France don't pay no bills. The United States got to pay all the guns. We got to pay all the bills. But France make all the shots, right? They call all the shots. They like, United States is like a stepdad for France, right? Like, she make all the decisions. She spend your money. She make you fight. She promote the fight. You got to go to war. You got to spend the bread. You got to burn whatever fucking connections. Call all your friends and jump this motherfucker. That's what France doing. France is playing a baby mama. Because France was like, yo, Ukraine, you want to join NATO? And Ukraine like, yeah. Thinking their life gonna get better. Their life ain't gonna get no better. NATO ain't got no money. Just for Ukraine to sit in the 15th row. Have y'all ever seen a NATO? Hold on, real talk. Have y'all ever seen a NATO meeting room, bro? How big it is? Because it's 275 seats for every different country. It's a lot of countries. You know what I mean? It's a lot of islands be their own country. It's 275 seats. There's only like 12 big tables. Like it's like 5 really big tables, right? United States sit at a really big table, like France, Britain, like Germany, really big table. But then there's other tables that's also nice size tables, right? So, those are for like, Italy and, maybe Greenland. I don't know. I don't know how many people in Greenland. But like places you heard of, right? Africa not at the big table. Africa got 1 billion people, still can't sit at the big boy table. Y'all be like, Pan-African. They ain't at the big boy table. What the fuck you gonna be Pan-African? They ain't at the big boy table. What the fuck is the benefit of being Pan-African and they got the tiny chair? So then they got the tiny chairs, right? Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. Wait. I don't think y'all understand, man. Because I'm describing it, and I'm describing it correctly. But I don't think you guys understand what I'm talking about. Hold on. United Nations meeting room. Let me show you guys. There's a few pictures here. I'm gonna show you 2 of them. I'm just gonna show you 2, just to give you contrast. Because I'm talking my talk, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Because y'all don't want no diplomatic place. I want diplomatic place. Y'all don't want no diplomatic place. Y'all don't pay attention to shit. So, you got the big tables for the big boys, right? United States, Germany, all that, right? These are the nations that matter. They sit here. The nations that matter sit here. Then, you gotta understand how big this auditorium is. The picture I just showed you, you see how small it look in the background now? Ukraine to be in one of these back seats, like one of these far back seats. They won't even be able to say shit. Nobody will hear them. They want to be in the United Nations to have no voice. They in the last seat in the last row. They in the last seat. Look how big this fucking auditorium is. It looked like something from Game of Thrones, like the fucking Circle 7. Like, this is a huge room. They'll be way in the back in like row 97. Like, nobody cares about them. The whole thing is, but in their mind, they think if they set out, they'll be at the big boy table. There's no way in the fucking world they'll be at the big boy table. There's no way they'll be at the big boy table. Ever. I'm showing you the pictures of them because I want you to understand the difference. It's levels to this shit. United States is at the big boy table. Russia not in the UN. Russia is in G7, G9, but they're not in the UN. G8. Yeah, they're in the G8, but they're not in the UN. China's in the G8, but they're not in the UN. So Ukraine act like they gonna end up at one of these. They not gonna end up on one of these tables. They're never gonna see this table ever in their fucking life. They're never gonna see this fucking table, bro. Ever. They gonna be back here. They gonna be sitting in the back. They can't even wave their hand. They need an usher to see their hand in order for them to be able to send a note that's not gonna make it to the front row. So to put Ukraine in the UN makes absolutely no sense. For the Ukraine to be losing so many citizens, so much property damage, so much mayhem, in order to assist a group of nations who won't pay him any attention. There's nothing for him. it's not a traitorous act to be like, yo, you ain't even got to sit at the table, Ukraine. Because all they going to do is use you. Like the big boy table going to be like, yo, we using Ukraine. They're not going to ask Ukraine. They just going to tell Ukraine because they the big boy table. Yo, look, Ukraine, we going to send some people in your nation. We're going to use up your gas, eat your potatoes, charge you for it because you want to be part of us, right? You want to get jumped in, right? Because we gangbanging, right? You want to get jumped in, right? So we're not going to war with you. We ain't going to physically jump you in. We're going to use your gas, eat your potatoes, drink your potato vodka, sleep with your women, pimp your men in order to get to Russia. What are you going to get out of this? You ain't got to deal with Russia. But now you got to deal with the United States, France, Germany, Britain, Italy, Greece, Spain, Portugal. Like, right now you only dealing with Russia. You got one op who ain't even your op. He just don't want you to flip sides. How many daddies you need? I got one daddy, he get on my goddamn nerve. That's why I don't take Jew money. That's exactly why I won't take a loan. Because I'm like, I sell penny stocks. I'm like, I need money for a bit. I sell penny stocks. I run these fucking dirty folk skits. And man, support the soap. By the way, support the soap. And nigga, I'll, man, do a penny pitching league. Man, nigga, if times get too hard, and I'm almost there. Times get too hard, I'll fuck a fat bitch. I'll take one for the team and I'll fuck a fat bitch. But I will not take Jew money because I already got a dad. I don't need another dad telling me what the fuck to do with the money that you give me. Hey, Latina, they do think they God. Let me tell you something. I fucks with that. Make a pantheon. Be Zeus in Olympus. I don't care about that shit. They can have Mount Olympus. I don't care. I personally don't care. Personally, I don't care. Partially because I'm in a nation that's at the big table. But the other part is because, fuck it. You got enough guns to get to the front table? All right, fucking in. But yeah, so Ukraine is a wash. You have never bought a t-shirt and on the back it said made in Ukraine. Y'all don't use Ukraine soap. Y'all can't tell me a Ukrainian dish. There's probably a little Ukraine in every city. You ain't been there. You can't tell me a Ukrainian dish. You can tell me a Greek dish. Heroes, right? You could tell me a Pakistani dish, that lamb shit, right? Asian dish, Chinese food. Slave dish, soul food. Italian dish, everything pasta, spaghetti, pizza. You can give me a lot of Italian shit. You can't give me a Ukrainian food. And there's a little Ukraine in every major city. Pot stickers. It's shit in a pot. See, you don't even know what it is. I told you can't name some shit. A lot of shit come in the pot. Spaghetti come in the pot.
That's why you don't know. But it's kind of roundabout, right?
Man, got no. I ain't looking up no goddamn Ukraine dish. Look it up. Look up Ukraine dish. I'll turn on your mic. You find a Ukraine dish. I'll turn your mic up. Find a goddamn Ukraine dish. I bet you ain't never ate a Ukraine dish, nigga. I bet we did. Even the Arabs come here and make fried chicken. Like, they don't even bring Arabian dishes. Look, Ukraine has never added anything to American culture. Cause they ain't in the union. Cause nobody give a fuck about them. China ain't in the union. We eat Chinese food. We can't even find dogs and cats, and we still eat Chinese food.
A whole lot of money now.
We don't need it.
You sound stupid as fuck.
They, cause goddamn it, we been stealing their money.
Die for no reason.
Fuck them people.
Die 'cause they don't have a dish.
Look, wait, hold on. I'm gonna turn your motherfucking mic, cause you talking too much motherfucking bullshit, nigga. We just cause we gave them money, nigga. We get a lot of motherfucking money. Niggas ain't got no money. We should give that boy. Look, we gave them. We gave them.
Why are we not? If we are allies,
They bought Biden. No, Hunter Biden had a whole deal with these motherfuckers. He was taking them.
Hunter Biden, that nigga don't even matter in the conversation.
They bought Hunter for the fucking support that they getting now.
Russia get everybody, Ukraine get everybody, and none of these motherfuckers. They all back.
I had Russian vodka before. I ain't never had no Ukraine shit.
They got Trump documents, nigga. They hiding the documents.
You mean Biden documents? Motherfucker, Ukraine hiding Biden. They probably got Hunter Biden's first crack pipe over there.
You want a crack pipe? Now you
I want a crack pipe because he owe me one. Because he said if I ain't black, if I don't vote for him, and I'm gonna get a crack pipe if he win. And I ain't got no crack pipe. I ain't vote for him, but I ain't get no crack pipe neither.
That's why you eat.
See what I deal with. See what type of friends I got. They don't never support me.
They told you to vote if you wanted the pipe.
I ain't getting no fucking. Did you get a pipe? You voted for where your pipe at?
I didn't want no damn pipe. You motherfucker, you got me mixed up with the wrong.
I want a goddamn pipe. I was gonna put on my chain.
Vote.
I did. I just didn't vote for him. He don't know those shit. I always vote. I vote because they don't want me to. I ain't vote for no motherfucking Jesus. I ain't even Christian. You right, I ain't black. You absolutely motherfucking right. I ain't black and I ain't Christian. But goddamn it, and I ain't get no crack pipe. If I would have got a crack pipe, maybe I would have been a motherfucking Christian colored. Ukrainians ain't got no crack pipes either. They probably do got the crack pipes. Fuck they food. Nigga, they can eat potatoes with the Russians. They don't like your mic. I cut your mic off. I'm about the audio fucked up. Call motherfucking Duck on your ass so he can tell you your mic is off. I'm gonna call Duck. Look, so Duck can tell you that Michael Obama shit all day. How you being under the motherfucker took money? Ukraine was paying the motherfuckers to support them, nigga. They came up. Ukraine was paying Hunter Biden. That was the whole reason they was looking. Niggas they been on the payroll, man. Everybody getting money. Everybody gang banging. Got that? Yeah, but he ain't gonna catch no case because his daddy the president. Hunter ain't going to jail. That motherfucker smoking crack on TikTok. He making whole videos and shit. That nigga making videos. This nigga got blue lava lamps and shit. That nigga smoking crack with blue lava lamps. That nigga got cameraman and shit all in the pool with a stripper. Like the motherfucker stunning. I know we do cocaine. Well, we not yet. We ain't got enough money. I'm just saying, when we get rich, we gonna do powder. We ain't gonna do the crack. Crack for boomers. When we get rich, we gonna crush Adderall. Yeah, you got a degree in college. That's what you get. Look, you having a degree in college don't mean shit. Now look, next thing you know, you gonna take. Never mind. I told you, college make you gay, bro. College make you gay. Yeah, no. I took correspondence classes though. I did my mailing and shit. I ain't. Nigga, please. I've been pivotal since been. Look. I've been turned your mic off, motherfucker. Drink your goddamn beer and tequila and shut the fuck up. Everybody in my goddamn street. This is that bull. You ain't say shit, nigga. I don't give a fuck. We giving them money, nigga. We get a lot of motherfuckers money. Everybody ain't riding, nigga. Shit, we get Japan money not to shoot. We can't give Ukraine money not to shoot. That's crazy. I ain't turning your mic back on, stupid bitch.
I want you to contribute to this cause.
Yeah. My boy just said contribute to the channel. I agree with him on that, man. Contribute to the goddamn channel, man. He right about that.
Trying to do nobody wrong. Motherfuckers trying to make the understanding about things.
Why my button stop working? You made my button stop working. That's crazy. I do got buttons. I ain't no motherfucker. What's your goddamn color? Look, I'm about to beat him up. I might elbow you because you.
All you do is elbow.
Nigga, look. Yo, quit acting. Look, you and Rick, y'all gonna quit acting like I'm an abusive friend, like I just be running around beating y'all up and shit. Them love taps, because I love y'all. Y'all my brothers. Why they hurt? Because love hurt, nigga. That's why the fucking hurt, nigga. If the taps didn't hurt, you would know the love is real, nigga. That's why I beat my bitch. So she know I love her, nigga. I treat y'all, y'all black. I treat y'all like the blacks. Nah, nigga, ain't no secret, nigga. I got a whole motherfucking job. Ain't no goddamn secret. Shit be happening, man. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga ain't, motherfucker don't hurt, they don't know you don't love. That's crazy. At least some people opportunity. Can't nobody be like, oh, he a woman beater. See, I even beat my friends. I beat everybody. Hey, I miss my coffee pot. I love that coffee pot. A goofy ass light skinned bitch hit me with a coffee pot. It was my coffee pot, stupid bitch. I bought it from you. You bought hot goods. I bought it from you. It was phenomenal coffee. That shit was great coffee. Bitch broke my motherfucking coffee pot. I'm sending that bitch to Ukraine. I bet they got good coffee in Ukraine. Bitch, go over there. Nobody want that shit coffee in Ukraine. You ain't never heard no Ukrainian coffee. I done heard all type of coffee. South American coffee. I ain't never heard no Ukrainian coffee. You can't name a thing from Ukraine. Name something that we use from Ukraine. I ain't never.
Look up Ukraine commodity.
I ain't looking up shit. If I gotta look it up, it don't exist. I know something. They ain't got a food. They ain't got a drug. Ain't nothing from Ukraine. At least in Afghanistan, we getting poppy. Yeah, a bunch of motherfucking trailer park white, but we already got trailer park white people. It's called fucking West Virginia. Yeah, like West Virginia. We already got West Virginia. What the fuck we helping Ukraine for? We got West Virginia right here. Right fucking here. Somebody gonna clip that, by the way. I know somebody gonna listen. But no, for real, we got West Virginia right. What the fuck I need Ukraine for? Hannibal, yeah, I'm sober. I'm trying not to be sober. This motherfucker, I need to drink because of the type of friends I got. These motherfuckers.
I don't know how to feel. I'm not gonna go.
I'm telling you how to feel, and you don't want to feel how I'm telling you how to feel. Let it go, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Join the dark side, bro. We got cookies. Yeah, but Darth Vader with cookies, though. What kind you like? We got macadamia. We got chocolate chip. We got peanut butter. You like white chocolate? That's because you went to college in Wisconsin. Too many Beckys, nigga. White water, white in the name, nigga. That's why you like white chocolate. Look, I'm here for you, baby. I got you. Hey, look, I'm trying to help you out. Got me arguing with you, goddamn, in front of these good black people. Goddamn it, because you and this motherfucker. Look, I got one more clip I want to show them. No, don't pass it. I don't even smoke. No, I don't. No, you're not gonna make me a drug user. I don't give a fuck about your filter. I'm not gonna do drugs until we rich enough to do powder cocaine. I ain't smoking no weed. That's for niggers. Like cocaine is for white people. Until I'm rich enough to afford a white man habit, I ain't doing no drugs. Pass me the tequila. I'm gonna show them one more clip and then we can set this down. And then, goddamn color. Always fucking. Pass me that. Really, you doing commercial? Fuck it. I'm gonna do commercial. Jose Traditional. That's that good shit. According to my nigga. I would say you his name, but he said don't drop his name. I ain't gonna drop his name. According to my nigga, Jose Traditional, because that's what people who white adjacent. White adjacent people drink traditional.
This is middle shelf. It's not top shelf, but it's decent enough.
Yeah, it's middle shelf. We ain't rich. But anyway, back to the show. Fucking around with you. Once I find a white friend, I'm getting rid of your ass. As soon as I find a motherfucking white friend.
Shelf. We only drink middle shelf.
He ain't. This motherfucker like he steal kids. He probably a Boy Scout leader, bro. He probably steal kids at a Wasabi. This motherfucker here, man. I don't know who his name is. No, not you. No, not you. Yeah, this little.
Here in Europe, and then hopefully the U.S. will follow, is to future-proof support for Ukraine ahead of a possible Trump presidency. Hopefully, I mean, the clock is ticking fast, obviously, but hopefully that'll happen soon before the election happens.
The chairman of Republicans Overseas, Greg Swenson. Greg, thank you very much for coming into the studio.
Thank you.
And my first question to you is, what on earth went through your mind when you heard this news coming so soon after the Pennsylvania shooting?
Yeah, it's pretty shocking and unsettling that someone could get that close to the president. And, you know, where only 2 months ago the same thing happened. So, you know, 2 assassination attempts in two months, it's quite unsettling.
How is the security around Donald Trump and the places he goes to, whether that is on or off the campaign trail, going to change? We know there was an upgrading of security after the previous shooting, but does there need to be more? There have been questions about resources, haven't there?
Yeah, I think so. And it sounds crazy. You know, we spend $6 trillion in the federal bureaucracy, in the federal government, and it seems like the Secret Service is either underfunded or understaffed or both. So, yeah, there's some challenges here, and I think...
Pause real quick. This motherfucker said that. Dude just said that the Secret Service is either understaffed, underfunded, or both. I disagree. The Secret Service ain't number fat white women. That's the motherfucking problem, nigga. The problem is fat white women who can't shoot from 3 feet away. It's not understaffed. It's not underfunded. It's the same funding and the same staff that the last, in my lifetime, I was born, I don't remember it, but I was born when Jimmy Carter was president. I very much do remember Jimmy Carter as a post-president who was building building houses and, you know, planting peanuts. I remember that. He's probably a better ex-president than he was an actual president. So I know who Jimmy Carter is. Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, George Bush Sr., George Bush Jr., Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, and, well, we don't have no past because then you had Trump, but Trump running again. Everybody gets the same amount of Secret Service agents to follow him around. Why in the fuck does Trump have a bunch of short, fat white bitches? They all look like they nannies, and then so he got this nanny brigade trying to protect him, but they can't shoot from 3 to 10 feet, however close they were to the bush. And they're talking about understaffed or underfunded. We don't need more staff. We need more qualified staff. We need to kill DEI like they keep trying to kill Trump. Put the most qualified person in the position and move accordingly. Let the market dictate who the most qualified person. Them white women gonna get him killed, bro. Every time I turn around, it's a white woman after the fact when Trump trying to get shot. I'm gonna bring that back though, because they're trying to blame the Secret Service for underfunding. 6.1 trillion, but they underfunded? Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here.
After the previous shooting, but does there need to be more? There have been questions about resources, haven't there?
Yeah, I think so. And it sounds crazy. You know, we spend $6 trillion in the federal bureaucracy, in the federal government, and it seems like the Secret Service is either underfunded or understaffed or both. So, yeah, there's some challenges here. And I would hope that President Trump receives presidential level protection. I mean, obviously with two attempts in the last 2 months, that's probably warranted. And so I would hope that they can do that.
Do you think there's going to be any change of approach from him and his team?
Yeah, I hope not. I hope not, because I think it's important that he stays on the trail, and he said that in his announcement last night. I imagine they're doing fewer rallies, and that might be a campaign strategy as well as a safety strategy, because the campaign rallies are effective with the base, but don't really appeal to the undecided voters or the independent voters. So it kind of fits well with proper security as well. But I don't think from here we would want to see any changes in the campaign. We just have to elevate the protection.
Is this going to have an impact on?
His point about Trump doing less campaign rallies because he got shot at is kind of immaterial. Because he got shot at the Trump golf course. He wasn't on campaign. That's tomato. That's like him not campaigning and then getting shot at McDonald's drive-thru. That doesn't matter. Hey, look. All them. If I'm gonna beat you up. If Trump isn't safe in America while he's trying to represent America, that's a travesty of justice. And it reminds me of what what's his name? Well, the dude who did Dilbert. I can't think of his name. Scott Adams. Scott Adams and forgot the other white guy name. Who said, they wouldn't be surprised if Trump and Biden met misfortune before the election. So Trump keep getting shot at, and Biden was forced to drop out the election. There's a big. You mad about? You was pro Biden until Biden dropped out. Now you pro.
I'm a liberal.
All right, shoot for the logo. I'm not mad at you. Democrats your logo. I'm not mad at you for representing the logo. You will make a. I know you're a liberal because you went to college. I know you liberal. I know you liberal. You went to college.
I have a literal.
Nah, you went to college. Everybody that go to college come home liberal. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know about no dollar sign, but you liberal. College make you gay. Don't send your kids to college. I know you got debt, because all liberals got debt. College debt. At least you ain't got child support. You bailed that one out. But yeah, all liberals got debt. Anyway, my point is, before I was so rudely interrupted by this goddamn liberal, he be paid by the taxpayers, so he be teaching. He be paid by the taxpayers. He don't know shit. You educated in what? You educated in liberal. That's crazy. That's bananas. Educating the liberals, bananas. You know what? How are we friends, bro? Like, how's this shit working out? Like, that's crazy. This is bananas. This is bananas. We living examples of why you don't break up with people over politics. Because we don't agree with shit, but you my nigga. Like, goddamn. You just vote however the teachers union tell you to vote. You don't know. Yeah, you a union nigga. Y'all don't know why we watch politics together. We watch all these debates together, and you gonna vote however the fuck the union tell you to vote anyway. Like, it don't even make no sense, bro. Bunch of fat black bitches telling you how to vote, nigga. Fuck them fat black bitches that run the union. A bunch of fat black bitches. Look, I could take a fine bitch. I can't take no fat black bitch. I ain't about me giving a fuck about my fine bitches. It is more fat bitches. Why so many fat bitches got jobs? They should be cooking somewhere. How the fuck you get fat? That's all the fast food. If the bitch didn't work, she'd be skinnier. She'd be able to cook healthy and nutritious.
But I went to school, and my man, God, he found a girl. He was
A boxy bitch. Was she Mexican? A boxy bitch and bifocals? bald.
He wasn't bald. But let me this nigga, he was hefty. I was one her door, knocked her door. She saw this nigga. Yeah. They got fit together. They married.
Wait. So a big boxing.
They working out. He got slim. He was hefty too.
So a big burly broad-back bald butch bitch.
He was half white. I think he had white skin. But he's half white.
Fuck with a biracial, bipolar, bisexual nigga with, or not bipolar, bisexual nigga with nipple ring. Wait, what type of nigga? What type of nigga get nipple rings?
I never saw that before. I didn't have. He was hefty though. That nigga was like 260. So I'm like.
A fat nigga with nipple rings ain't sexy, nigga. I know, I ain't know. You ain't get the nipple rings, nigga.
I like her though. I liked her when she was the pure, real mama. But that nigga, she got like when the gym was just, he had her and him were in the gym doing together. I thought that was very.
Man, I've never seen a fat couple.
They got gym together. They got.
How the fuck they get in together? I believe. I believe.
body.
Look, fat bitches like skinny niggas. Like that's why fat girls like you. You said she was built like a refrigerator box. He said shapeless. Look, them type of girls that like you, cause you a skinny nigga. We didn't interrupt my podcast. Anyway, this should be on. Hey, that remind me. Yo, subscribe to me on Amazon Music or Amazon Media, whatever the fuck it is. Apple Music, all that shit. But somehow I'm gonna have to delete this nigga. Yo, this nigga's wild. Like, this is my guy, but I be questioning it sometimes because he be, y'all think I'm wild. Like, yo. Y'all just, Nigga, I'm gonna delete that story about a box bitch with a fat nigga with some titty rings. Yeah, I'm gonna delete that shit. A dope. Yeah. I mean, I'm not endorsing titty rings on a grown ass man. I'm not. And then he got skinny with titty rings. Now he just. I don't even know what to do to being fucking Democrat. Niggas be off topic like a motherfucker. Niggas can't never stay on. That's why motherfuckers can't never conquer shit. Can't never stay on topic. That's why we gonna bring slavery back. Yeah, we gonna bring slavery back. We ain't gonna worry about it, bro. I got you, bro. We gonna bring slavery.
Men used to be men. Now you millennial motherfuckers running around worrying about what women think and how they feel and apologizing and shit. It's embarrassing.
Anyway, look. For everybody that slid through, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Before I get you hype to honor, because I ain't checked my cash out. I ain't get no cash out. All right, so shout out to True Hype for being the sponsor of the show. Man, appreciate y'all. As always, love each other as you love yourself. Feed the pack. Tribe up.
Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Stay away from cities.
Man, I'm gonna go out of outro or something else. I changed my goddamn mind. My prerogative. It's my prerogative. Because we talking about Democrats, I'm gonna give y'all naked black women. The only girl I can listen to, because she naked. And she ain't say nothing. Let's go.
Until it became hard between his fingertips, while his right hand eager love lips. Nikki Mullen's finger darted across her slippery, which is when she felt her insides being split by the thickness, gasped for breath as water stroke after stroke. Her legs quaked and her muscles, oh shit, Dion, at the top of her lungs, and swallowed his meat whole. Her hands grabbed his hips, and she pushed and pulled, forcing him to thrust his pole back and forth against her twisting tongue as it gradually turned into more than she could swallow. She moved her hands to the shaft and
Crusader Publishing, where books come to life.
Faded through those city lights, full of smoke.